I have 6. Call the Berkeley County Planning Commission meeting for December 19th, 2022 to order. Sarah, can you do roll call?
Andy Guggenheimer.
Here.
Linda Barnhart. Eric Goff.
Here.
Buchanan Norton. Tim Lewis.
Present.
Daniel Gant.
Here.
Nick Deal.
We have a quorum. Our first item on the agenda this evening is approval of the agenda.
Second.
I have a first by Mr. Goff and a second by Mr. Gant for approval of the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. We have a sunshine law speakers. None signed up today. Cool. Next item is approval of the minutes from the last meeting, which was December. I forgot the date.
5th.
Right,
5th.
5th. Got a motion by Mr. Gant, a second by Mr. Buchanan. Approval of the minutes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed?
I abstain due to absence.
One abstaining through his absence. Thank you. We have one public hearing tonight. That is Public Station, the Potomac Station, Lot 11.
Yes, this public hearing is a request for waiver, Potomac Station Lot 11, file 2211-335. The developer is Alpha West Virginia Investments LLC, and the engineer is Triad Engineering. It's located in the Falling Waters District, tax map 14, parcel 3, and is located at the intersection of Anagram Drive and Vantage View Drive within the Potomac Station subdivision, approximately 420 feet from Hammonds Mill Road. This project proposes a 6,000 square foot commercial building with 4 separate tenants, restaurant and retail, on approximately 1 acre to be served by public water and sewer. The developer is requesting a waiver to Article 8, Section 801, Table 8-1B, Category 16.B, to allow additional uses, including restaurants, to be included under the general retail 2,000 to 75,000 square foot parking calculation rates for a proposed 6,000 square foot inline retail building. The proposed tenants include 2 restaurants and 2 general retail spaces. For restaurants with seating, the ordinance requires 1 parking space per 50 square feet of gross floor area, or 1 parking space for every 2 persons allowed within maximum occupancy, whichever is less. This calculation would require 46 total parking spaces. In the past, staff has recommended 5.1 spaces per 1,000 square foot of gross floor area per ITE parking standards. If this project were evaluated by said standards, 31 parking spaces would be required. Therefore, staff recommends approval of the waiver to Section 801, Table 8-1B, contingent on a minimum of 31 parking spaces being provided.
You have anyone to represent the project? Okay. This is good evening. State your name.
Jackson Gardner, Triad Engineering.
All right, thank you, Jason. This is a public hearing, so if anyone from the public has anything they'd like to bring to the Planning Commission's attention, this is the time to do it.
If there is nobody, I move to close public hearing.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Goff and a second by Mr. Gant to close the public hearing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Planning Commission members, do you have any questions for Jackson on the project?
Can you all design it with 31 spaces?
We have 43 proposed.
Okay. Yeah. If there are no further questions, I'll make the motion. We accept staff recommendation for the approval of the waiver of Section 801, Table 8-1B, contingent upon a minimum of 31 parking spaces to be provided.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Gant to accept the waiver and a second by Mr. Goff. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
That's the end of the public hearings for tonight. The next items are preliminary plan approval. First item is Dunkin' Donuts.
This is a request for preliminary plan approval. Project's Dunkin' Donuts Inwood. The file is 2110-393, and the developer is Giga Properties, Inc. The engineer is Fox and Associates. It's located in the Mill Creek District, tax map 6, parcel 4, and is located on the north side of Jaredstown Road, approximately 900 feet east of Interstate 81. This project proposes a 2,051 square foot Dunkin' Donuts with additional 2,000 square foot of retail space on approximately 2.58 acres to be served by public water and sewer. On September 7th, 2022, County Engineer Doug Smith found the project to be in compliance with the subdivision ordinance. The preliminary plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends approval.
Anyone to represent the project?
Good evening, Steve Sianovich with Fox and Associates, representing the applicant.
All right, thank you, Steve. Planning Commission members, do you have any questions for Steve or anyone on this project?
If there are no questions, I'll make the motion, we accept staff recommendation. Preliminary plan meets requirements of subdivision ordinance, therefore recommend the approval of the preliminary plan.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Gann, a second by Mr. Gokenhour to accept staff recommendations for approval of the preliminary plan. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
The next preliminary plan approval is for the reserve at Tuscarora. Oh. Did I forget to vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, now the motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks for keeping me in line.
That's why I don't want that seat.
The next request for preliminary plan approval is for the reserve at Tuscarora. Files 2210-297. The developers Panhandle Homes and the engineers Fox and Associates. It's located in the Arden District, tax map 2, parcels 4.3 and 7. The site's located along the north side of Tuscarora Pike, approximately half a mile west of Interstate 81. The developer is proposing 45 single-family lots on approximately 74 acres to be served by public water and sewer. On December 13th, 2022, County Engineer Doug Smith found the project compliant with the subdivision ordinance. The preliminary plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends advancement of the preliminary plan to the final plat stage.
Do you have anyone to represent the project?
Yes, Steve Sianovich, Fox and Associates, representing Panhandle Homes of Berkeley County.
Thank you. Planning Commission members, anyone have any questions or comments they'd like to make on this project?
No, I think it looks nice. The place laid out very well.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
could I make a comment?
Yes.
Daniel, I'm not sure that this is a Panhandle project.
I'm not working for Allen anymore.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Okay.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
All right.
You ready for a motion, sir?
Yes.
Make motion, we accept staff recommendation for advancement of the preliminary plan to the final plat stage.
I have a motion by Mr. Gokenhour and a second by Mr. Goff to accept preliminary, the staff recommendations for advancement of the preliminary plan to the final plan stage. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next are preliminary final plats, Proctor.
Yes, this is a request for preliminary final plat approval. The project is Proctor. The file is 2210-301. The developer is Ronald Proctor. The surveyor is, Polaris Land Surveying. It's located in the Hedgesville District, map 31, parcel 21. This site is located on the south side of Crossroads School Road, West Virginia Secondary Route 9/1, and the east side of Oak Grove School Road, West Virginia Secondary Route 7/5, approximately 1 mile west of Back Creek Valley Road, West Virginia Route 7. The developer is proposing the creation of two 10.6 acre parcels to be served by private well and septic. On December 5th, 2022, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant with the subdivision ordinance 2009. The project is found to be in compliance with the subdivision ordinance 2009. Therefore, staff recommends approval of the preliminary final plan.
Do you have anyone to represent the project?
Yes, Ronald Proctor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Proctor? Planning Commission members, anyone have any questions for Mr. Proctor on this project?
Seems pretty simple to me.
If there's no questions, I'll make the motion, we accept staff recommendation and approve the preliminary final plat.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Gann and a second by Mr. Yokenauer to accept the preliminary final plat. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. The final item on the agenda is Keller Field.
Yes, this is a request for preliminary final plat approval. The project is Keller Field, file number 2209-275. The developer is John Eaton. The surveyor is Ed Johnson. It's located in the Opequon District, map 19, parcel 12.1. Its location is the westerly corner of Quincy Road, West Virginia Route 40/1, and Weinbrenner Road, West Virginia Route 40. The developer proposes 3 residential lots, each over 5 acres, totaling 15.52 acres to be served by well and septic. On December 5th, County Engineer Doug Smith issued a letter of approval stating a review of the above-mentioned project has been completed and was found to be in compliance with the subdivision ordinance. The project is found to be complete in compliance with the Berkeley County subdivision ordinance. Therefore, staff recommends approval of the preliminary final plat.
Thank you. Do you have anyone to represent the project?
Hi, I'm John Eaton. I'll try to answer any questions if there are any.
All right, thank you, Mr. Eaton. Planning Commission members, do anyone have any questions for Mr. Eaton on this project?
Hearing none, sir. I make a motion, we accept staff recommendation for the approval of the prelim final.
Have a motion by Mr. Gokenhour, a second by Mr. Goff to accept recommendations for approval of the preliminary final plat. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Eaton.
Thank you.
That brings us to number 9, staff council discussion. Nothing? Staff? You're fine?
At what point, hang on a second, at what point are you trying for a record?
I was trying.
I'll forgo my question then.
No, go ahead.
At what point, do you guys want to hear our questions or comments about the revised? Tomorrow.
I think that means anytime you want to give them to us.
Okay.
The quicker you do, the quicker I can start addressing.
Okay.
I guess the one thing that I have a question about is how you want to do it. If you just want to send them in to us, or if you want to have a formal sit down, it's up to you guys. But you can just send them in and we can look at them if that's what you want to do.
Or if you want to come by and sit in the conference room and show.
Yeah, I'll just do that. I mean, I've got them, I don't want to have to go through and type them out and all that kind of stuff, so.
That's fine.
I've got-
At your disposal.
He wants to
just-
push the easy button.
I
Yeah,
mean, if you just want to come, just tell me, hey, I'm gonna be there at 1 o'clock, be ready, and we can go through them, and what I can't answer immediately, then I can go back and address.
okay.
Why don't you let me know when you're all gonna do that? I'd like to sit in on that.
I'm fine, however you all want to do it. I mean, I just want the comments so we can get it to say, you and us are square.
Yeah.
That's where I'm trying to get it.
I need
Before
to
it goes anywhere else, I just want us square. That way, I'm only seeing one set of comments at a time versus one document. What I'm afraid of is somebody will let this get out, then I'll be getting comments from the outside, from you people. They won't mesh. And then it's like some sort of, I don't
And we've
even-
already done that.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah.
So you give us yours, and then we can get it fixed to say
Okay.
that what you guys want, or what we agreed to, let's put it that way. What we agreed to is your document that you can say either give it to somebody or send it up the line.
Okay,
Good deal.
we can do that.
Mr. Lewis, can I ask a question to staff? with
Yep.
regard to that?
You can?
Will the public be offered an opportunity to review the ordinance over a 30-day period or something like that? Once it's deemed ready to be presented to the public by council?
I'm sure we'll have a public hearing on it.
Public hearing has to be held for
At
the
county
adoption of
council,
it.
they have to have the public hearing.
Understood.
But
Thank you.
they do not hear. They can approve the document and tell county council, we recommend this, you act on this.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just thought if, when you sat down with him, if I sat there too, both of our questions might be answered at the same
That's
time.
the more the
And
merrier.
when Linda gets back, she might want to sit in on it too.
It would
so-
save.
I don't care
I think
if
it
you
would
all
save
want to
time.
schedule a time, even if it's in the evening, if I have to, so that everyone, I'll sit,
You can send us yours.
I'll
too.
come in
You
here
can
and
share.
we can do it this way right here. You guys can ask me questions and both of us can go through them with Jeff. And I'd be willing to do that in the evening if it was more convenient.
Do just like we did the other questions, just set up a time and let us know when it is.
Right, well, I just, want to make sure that,
Anytime works for me.
yeah, I just didn't know how everybody's schedule was. But I'd be more than willing to do it. If
Catch during the
we
day.
have to do it at 6 o'clock, I'm more than willing to do that.
You know,
I move to adjourn. Everybody have a Merry Christmas.
a motion to adjourn. Have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Gant. I don't think we have to vote on that one. 6 what? 14.